Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I felt really called to channel some messages for you guys. So in this video, I will be doing a tarot reading for you. This is a very safe space for all of my quirky and curious souls. I'm Bree with Cosmic Siren, and I help you trust your intuition, express your truth, and embody your beautifully unique self so that you can open yourself up to the soulmate connections of your dreams. And usually I just show my hands and the tarot cards, but I was watching Moonlight Guidance and she shows her face multiple times a day, so I was feeling very inspired to not hide myself. So we're just gonna go with this format. And today, Ulikria is gonna help us out. This is from Bleach, number 4, Spada, if you don't know. If you did know, consider subscribing or liking to connect with me, because you are my people. All right, let's see what Spirit has for some messages for you guys. Bunch of cards just flew out, so I'm just gonna reshuffle. Okay, so we have the Hermit, Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups, and Judgment. Okay, wow. So let's start with the Hermit. There's this feeling, and the Nine of Wands. There's this energy of, there's this feeling of being very sensitive and aware to the energies around you. Whether you've gone on a trip recently and you were in your own energy, or maybe you were just taking some time off from connecting with other people, but there is this feeling of you've been wanting to focus more on being in your own energy, because you've noticed or realized that depending on who you're connecting with or the spaces, that there can be a drain on your energy. And some of you are realizing, this is a very specific message for some of you are realizing that it actually feels lighter, more peaceful, and kind of more exciting to be in your own energy. You notice that around certain people, spaces, or places, that it doesn't make you feel good anymore. Maybe you did an activity by yourself and then you did that activity with someone else or a group of people, and you're noticing that you didn't enjoy it as much because of the energies around you, right? You're being more intentional with who you're spending time with, right? And it's also this idea of not wanting to burn yourself out. With the Nine of Wands, you know, there's this energy of feeling kind of overwhelmed. Like your type of energy is very uplifting, right? It's very energizing. When people are around you, they feel very connected, they feel very safe, and it doesn't go both ways. And your energy is very addicting, very like magnetic, and of course people want to be around you because you have that type of open and loving and honest energy that people feel very safe and valued in. But you're realizing with the Nine of Wands that not everyone makes you feel the same way, right? All these people have their eyes on you, but it's actually not making you feel good, which is what I was saying, is you're realizing that your energy is, I guess I'll just say, sacred, right? Not everyone should have access to your energy. Not everyone deserves to have access to your energy, right? And this isn't putting them down. It's just more of being very intentional with where you're placing yourself. And with the Hermit, either you're doing this now or you have this energetic feeling, even if you're not aware. But it's time to go by yourself and go into solitude a little bit, right? Connecting back with yourself and your feelings so that you can get really clear on who, what, and what type of energies are really kind of draining your space. And when we think about Judgment, you know, in this card, this monkey, this is giving me like Avatar Last Airbender vibes. Like, it kind of reminds me of Aang, you know, going on this journey, finding the truth for yourself, whatever that may mean. It's a spiritual journey, right? And doing it alone, it's hard when we're around other people, right? We can get connected to their thoughts, to their feelings, what they think, and it can kind of cloud our judgment or influence us, right? So with the Hermit and Judgment, this is what I was saying, it's coming back to yourself, spending time in your own energy, in a healthy way. You don't have to go months without seeing anyone, but you can if you, you want. But it's just this idea of coming back and finding the truth for yourself, like getting very honest, judgment, getting very clear and honest with who is still in your life. That's kind of a drain on you, right? What energies are no longer serving you? We don't have to think about people. It could be situations, it could be work, your environment, but what specific energies are no longer serving you, and getting very real on that, right? Because this isn't about you thinking about them negatively. This isn't about you saying you're better than them or anything like that. This is about getting very honest of, hey, how am I feeling? When I'm around these certain people, when I'm around these certain situations, these activities, whatever that may mean for you, the bars are coming through. Some of you may be going to bars a lot to hang out with friends. And this is a very specific message for some of you that it drains you, that you don't even like doing that. You only go there to hang out with friends. And that's like a message for you of, well, why? You can hang out with them in different settings. Why do you have to go to bars? Maybe you don't even drink. Is there a point? You can go to like cute little lounges or coffee shops or literally anywhere else to hang out with your friends? Or is it because those are the only places they want to hang out in? And so are you pushing yourself to hang out in these spaces or places that don't even feel like your authentic self just because you want to connect with these people? Get very clear on, why do you want to connect with these people? What about them do you like to connect with? Is it just because you're feeling lonely? Is it just because you happen to connect with this group and that they let you hang out with them? What type of people do you want around you? Being more selective in that, right? And with the Seven of Cups, there are all these choices, right? These lamps. It's like giving me wish come true, like soulmate connections, right? There's all these different paths that you can take to find the people that you really connect with. So it's like, what type of people do you want to connect with? For the example with the bars, for example, not that bars are bad. It's just for those of you that it doesn't feel aligned, you're pushing yourself to be in a space that doesn't make you feel good. So in that example, why is it that you want to connect with them? Is it just for the company? Do you actually feel really intuitively aligned with them, like solely connected to them? And if not, go on an inner journey, go on an inward journey, go to yourself and go to the spaces and places that really make you feel uplifted, right? Maybe you like plant shops, maybe you like artsy things, maybe you like, I don't know if you have like paint the town where you paint that pottery, those are fun, but maybe you like going to the beach, but go to the spaces and places that really uplift you, light you up, and inspire you, because that's where the people that you want to connect with are, right? You don't have to force yourself to go to places that don't align with you to connect with those people, because those aren't your people, right? Oh, I moved all the cards around. Oh well. But it's like, it's this phrase or message again. You see these, all these like skulls are like on fire. It's this message. It was just, don't light yourself on fire to keep others warm. You don't have to. If it doesn't feel good, if it scares you, if it doesn't make you feel pleasant, you can walk away from it. You can pivot away. And look, she has like a little doll in her hands. It's like connecting with your inner child, connecting with, your safe space, connecting with your feelings and getting very real on it, right? Let's pull this oracle card about the feeling for you to connect with during your time of solace, your hermit energy. Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna redo that. Since the whole deck just shot off at me. For some of you that are feeling really overwhelmed, this is a message for you to really connect with yourself and go on a journey, because there might be a lot of feelings that you're having. There might be a lot of thoughts, and you might not even know which thoughts are yours. If you're here in this space and you connect with me and my energy, you might be sensitive to energies around you. You might, when you walk into a room or when you hang out with people, you might be very connected with their thoughts, emotions, and feelings, even if you're not consciously aware. But that's why it feels so heavy sometimes. Like, it's not even your own energy. It's not even your own emotions. It's not even your own thoughts. So for some of you, you're feeling very overwhelmed because you aren't protecting your energy. Like I said, you haven't created barriers for yourself. And so for this hermit type journey, for this inward journey, it's important for you to connect with yourself so confidently so that you know exactly how you feel at all times, which means that when you do connect with people, spaces, situations, and you feel differently, right? You're feeling a drain, you know instantly that this isn't you, right? These aren't your feelings, these aren't your thoughts, these are someone else's. It's kind of like if you connect with yourself and imagine like your own colors, right? Like whatever colors they give me. For me, I'm like purple and other things. But when I start interacting with people in spaces and places, other colors start entering my visual representation of myself, right? I have like a painting of myself in my mind, of what I look like and what colors I'm made up of. And so I can tell then when other colors that don't belong there are there. And that's just a message for me of, oh, I am absorbing and connecting with other people's thoughts and feelings. And then I can work with that, right? I can push the colors out. Or if the colors help me, I can work with them. All right. Okay. Oh, well, all of these came out. We'll take them all. Safety. Safety first, always. Be patient with yourself. Once you feel safe, you can be brave and make some magic. Focus. Time to simplify, one thing at a time. What is most important to you right now? And examine. Take a closer look. What are you dealing with? What you are dealing with may appear complicated, but there will always be a thread of truth. All of these go very well with what I was saying, you know, taking time for yourself to be in your own energy, to figure out what it is that you're feeling. And for some of you that are feeling overwhelmed and you're like, why am I feeling this way? What do I do about it? This is what I mean, is connecting with your own energy. And once you connect with yourself and when you're feeling very safe in your own energy, right? Because you're able to create that safe space for yourself in your own home environment, hopefully, then clarity will come, right? Your intuition will come. You can trust and feel your feelings that are coming through because no one will be around you. No other energies will be around you. Sorry, is this a millennial thing? I keep looking like right at me, but I guess I should look at the camera lens. Anyway, and then focus. Time to simplify, one thing at a time. If you're feeling very overwhelmed, depending on what's happening in your life, you know, our friends, romantic partners, multiple dynamics, career, work, our health, food, whatever. A lot of things can overwhelm us, right? There can be like, what do I focus on? What do I prioritize right now? There's so many things happening in my life that I want to get to. There's so many things in my life that I want to improve. What do I do? And just do one thing at a time, right? If you sit with yourself and you say, what is most important for me to focus on right now? What comes up? You can trust your intuition. Actually, let's pull some cards. I mean, my cards are just confirmation for you, right? Always trust yourself and your own intuition on what's most important for you. But you can ask yourself, hey, self, or universe, spirit guides, whatever you connect with, what is most important for me to know right now? Like, what parts of my life should I connect with and work on and prioritize? So I'm going to pull some cards for confirmation, but always go by your intuition. All right. What can my beautiful Siren Pod family prioritize and connect with the most right now in their life? What area of life is important for them to connect with? Okay, we got Temperance and Ace of Cups. Yes, this is all about, I was saying, like, yourself and your intuition. So I love these cards. Anyway, let's talk about Temperance. So as you can see in this figure, they have a lot going on, right? Like I said, you have so many things in your life. They're holding all these different things. How many arms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. A lot of arms. They're holding so many different things, so many different tools, and their foot is in the water, right? They're trusting their intuition. They're connecting with their feelings, and they're feeling very balanced and at peace. Even though they have a lot going on, even though they're juggling, it seems like a million things, they're feeling very balanced, right? Because they're trusting their intuition. They're trusting their inner voice, right? And all these things that they're juggling are very intentional. These objects are very intentional. These objects are going to support and help them feel happy, right? Whatever life you envision for yourself, think about when you envision the life for yourself. When you envision, let's say, like when you think about like, oh, I'm living my best life right now, and you literally in your head think, and you can picture yourself doing whatever it is you're doing. Like, what is it that you imagine, right? Like, what do you see? You can create life pillars for yourself. Whatever's important for you. When I say life pillars, it's just the important areas of your life. Like, a lot of people are relationships, and then you can break it down if you want. Romantic, platonic, familial, whatever. Nutrition, health, maybe anime is important to you like me. But what's important to you, right? Exercise, hobbies, you know, anything you want. And those are the areas of your life that you want to focus on, right? Those are the areas of your life that you want to balance. And for this person, they're balancing all those areas of their life beautifully because they're connecting with their intuition. You can just start with one area and go from there. Like, what's one step in the right direction? For example, for one of my life pillars is health, right? And I used to be very dehydrated. So my one step was to drink 2 bottles. Oh, I have it here. I bought this water about 2 of these a day. I mean, I started with 1 because 2 was too hard for me. So 1. And then I bumped it up to 2. So now I do 2. They even have affirmations, right? Like, keep going. You're almost there. That was very helpful. Quick message, by the way, for some of you who need this. I had a water bottle where this was closed and I couldn't finish the bottle because I think I felt overwhelmed of how much more water do I need to drink to finish it. So I got this see-through one and it actually helped me because I could see my progress. If that's a message for any of you. Anyway, but so the area of your life for you to focus on, take this as a confirmation, is connecting with yourself and your feelings and your intuition. Because once you trust yourself with so much conviction, once you know exactly what your yes and no is, once you like truly believe what your intuition is saying, it will lead you where you need to go, right? And that's just confirmation by the Ace of Cups, right? This is all about self-love. This is all about pouring into yourself. This is all about trusting your intuition, right? So this makes sense with like the Hermit energy. This makes sense with the Judgment of going on your inward journey. It's the area of your life that you want to prioritize, take as confirmation, is trusting yourself, pouring into your cup. You're clearly burned out by whatever it is that you're doing. You're feeling like pulled by all these situations and places. You don't owe anyone your time or your essence or your energy, right? Pour into yourself first and love yourself, and then whatever's left over you can give to others, right? Because we can't pour into others when we're all crusty. All right, because then it's just like, what are we giving, right? We're giving emptiness, and that's not very like high value, right? You're very valuable. Anything you give is valuable, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's just pull this personal power that you're learning to master. Okay. And we have, I am responsible for my life. Okay. And I deserve respect. You see? Yes. This is what I'm talking about. Like I said, your energy is so like addicting, supportive. Everyone wants to be around you because that's how amazing you are. You deserve respect, right? Like, clearly this is a message for you. Some of you are allowing certain energies in your life that aren't respecting your time or your value, right? They're not valuing you for who you are. You have to give yourself this, right? You have to go on your hermit journey, get very clear and real about what energies aren't serving you. Connect with your intuition, pour into yourself so fucking much because you deserve respect, right? And this is just a little slap for some of you. I am responsible for my life. Now, let's talk about this for a second because I want to empower you, right? If things are happening in your life, if you're feeling very overwhelmed in your mix of emotions, right? Maybe things feel like they're on fire, right? Things are burning down, sad. Maybe you're losing connections. Maybe you're questioning your connections. Maybe you're like, where am I in life? What is my purpose? You know, these are very real feelings. This can get very overwhelming. This is very tough to deal with. I want to empower you to realize you have a choice, right? It can feel like so many things are happening, so many things are demanded of us, but I want to tell you, you have a choice. You have different paths you can take. And when you learn to trust yourself and trust your intuition and not feel guilty about your choices because you know that your choices are going to lead you down the path that'll make you the most happy, because that's what's important, right? You. It will lead you to amazing things, amazing people, amazing places, amazing situations that are in your dreams that come to reality, right? I just keep saying, like, just pivot toward your yes, right? You are responsible for your life. If you're unhappy with your relationships, your connections, if you're unhappy with your career, if you're unhappy with something, you have some choices, right? Go on your inner journey, get with your energy, connect with yourself, connect with your intuition, and really trust yourself and believe yourself, right? Like, you are the only person that can create the space to believe yourself, right? Even when everyone around you is not believing you, when everyone around you is telling you to do something that you don't want to do or to be someone you don't want to be, you only have yourself to stick up for yourself, right? You have to love yourself. You know yourself. You know your thoughts. You know your feelings. You know your desires so deeply. You are the only person that can stick up for yourself. You are the last line of defense, right? My background's in nursing. And they always say nursing are like the last line of defense, right? Like, if this goes wrong, if the doctor orders something wrong, blah, 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 we are the ones that have to say, wait, this is not good for the patient, wait. And we can't be afraid to, right? Because we're the last line, because we're direct with them. We are the last line. If we're too afraid to say something, we could harm our patient. We have to take that responsibility. And that was a message, I guess, for some of you, is you are the last person. You can work with all the mentors you want, teachers, have your friends and family give you so much advice, all those things, and they can be important, right? So discern who you want to listen to. But at the end of the day, you have to trust yourself, because you are the one responsible for your life. You are the one responsible for your choices. No one can force your hand. You have to make this decision for yourself. So go on your little inward journey. This is giving me Harry Potter vibes, like the Patronus. Go on your inner journey. Put on your invisible cloak. Tell people, I'm going to be gone for a while. That's the journey I'm on right now. So I'm really feeling that, right? I've been feeling that for the last week or two. No, week. I've been feeling very wow, I need to pull back my energy. And so I've been feeling this with you guys. I've been feeling it for the collective. And this is just to support ourselves, right? This is to remind ourselves, what makes us feel good? What makes us feel loved? Because we have to pour into ourselves. All right. I think let's pull one more card. End it on a more lighter note. I feel like I wasn't lecturing you, but that just came through. All right. Some love, some guidance, some going on this let's ask, with going on this inward journey for you, with coming into your respect, with trusting your intuition, what will this bring you? What path will this place you on? All right. So we have friendship and true love. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This will open you up to the soul connections of your dreams. And what do I mean by soul connections? Soul connections are expansive, right? This is romantic, this is platonic, this is any dynamic, familial, whatever. Let's talk about this, friendship. Having friends is so important. I was talking to someone recently, and they're like, you know what, I only need one person, the romantic partner. They're like, yeah, I hang out with friends sometimes, get lunch, but I only need them. And I was like, wow, that's great for this person, right? But for me, I was like, what do you mean? Community is so important. Friends are so important. There's just a different feeling, a different connection with a friend, right? Whatever that may mean. It's just community, right? You have this person that really loves and values your energy and time and just wants to connect with you, right? And there's no intention for anything else. Not that it can't grow to anything else, but I'm just saying, there's this special relationship with that. It's I just really love being around you, and I want to hang out with you, and I want you on my journey, right? And you're coming into that. When you learn to love yourself, when you learn to love yourself, when you pour into yourself, when you learn to trust your intuition, when you meet soul connections, you will know it right away. You will be able to tell, oh, these people have the type of space to, let me open myself vulnerably, right? They can communicate open and honestly. They're very genuine, right? They don't have any alternate weird intentions going on. It's not just about hanging out and getting, not that drinking's bad, but this is just an example that's coming through. It's not just about hanging out and getting drunk, right? That can be fun. But they want more, right? They want deeper connection. And you can come into this. Let's talk about this true love. Unconditional love is expansive, right? Like I said, it can be any of those dynamics. But to truly like unconditionally love someone, and for some of you, this is a romantic, right? You get friends and romance if you're interested in that, right? This is just love all around. But look at this, the heart is singing, right? I always say, like, I want to help you live a life that makes your soul sing, right? You want to live life to the tune of your soul. That's your intuition. And for this is a message that when you start trusting yourself and opening yourself up to that and following your intuition and voice, you're going to meet those people that harmonize so well with you, right? We all have our own theme song. We all, we all have our different color. We all like paint the world differently. And when you come into these people, your colors are going to beautifully meld together and you're going to harmonize so beautifully. Okay, great. Well, if you need more help trusting your intuition, I do have a course that I'm launching, Trusting Yourself in Love. It'll help you trust your intuition, connect with your feelings, promote self-love so that you're so confident moving forward with the type of connections that you're opening yourself up to, right? This is going to help you open yourself up to those soulmate connections. I will drop the link in the description box. You just have to put in your email and I will notify you when my course launches and it will give you access to the pre-sale pricing. All right, those are all the messages that I have for you. Thank you so much for connecting with me. If anything resonated for you, please hit the subscribe button, like, or comment down below to let me know how this worked with your life. I would love to continue connecting with your energy and reading for the collective, so please consider doing that. And as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm sending you warm wishes and soothing hugs.